let's talk about what happened between the Super Eagles and Libya. We were meant to play Libya tomorrow for the African Cup of Nations match day 4, the qualifiers. But that match will not be taking place because, according to a veritable report right now, Debbie, that match we've decided to boycott because of the treatment that we got from the Libyans. Now, let us quickly break it down a little bit for you what happened so that you know. This match is expected to take place tomorrow. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria departed Uyo for Kano so that they can do the necessary clearance before they jetted out to Benghazi, which is where the match was expected to take place in Libya. Now, on their way to Benghazi, the controller told them, no, you people should divert, to another city in Libya. And that city is just like all these forgotten city in that area. So now, when they diverted and got to that city, they got to the airport. There was nobody in the airport. Now, the global practice is that the Federation is expected to at least be in the airport to welcome the delegates, but there was no Libyan delegate. There was no Libyan, official that was there to welcome the Super Eagles. At the end of the day, they couldn't reach out to anybody. Even the scanning machine in the airport was not working. They had to use their phone. The official had to use their phone to scan necessary documents and data right there at the airport. Now, that was not even the issue. There was no bus. From that place to Benghazi was very far. There was no bus. They waited and waited. 1 hour turned to 2 hours. There was no bus to pick them up. Now, when the NFF decided to make their own personal arrangement of bus, there was no way to go out. The gate was locked. In fact, the whole thing turned into fracas. It was chaotic. Now, just small thing. If not, there would have been a big fight right there. Now, 2 hours turned to 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Before you know, 15 hours. The players had to sleep in the the airport. They slept there. I mean, big players. When you talk about players, Super Eagles of Nigeria, we have one of the biggest players in Africa. They made them to sleep in that airport. And this morning, there have been statements flying up and down. NFF have come out right now to say that they are not going to go on with that game. And for CAF, they've said, okay, for us, we're going to be doing real investigation into this to find out what happened. Libya, they are also passing their own story. They're saying when they came to Nigeria, they were treated the same way. They were treated so badly. And that was why they decided to retaliate this same way. But I think even if it happened, they took it too far. Now, Debbie, when they came to Nigeria, we heard, what happened. NFF came out to say that they didn't get information in time that the Libyan contingents were landing in the country. And then that was why they didn't make the needed, preparation for them. Now, when they came into Nigeria, they told them to land in Uyo. Libya say, no, we want to land in Port Harcourt.
But you know what?
See, in all of this, Debbie, I think even if it is a case of miscommunication, misinformation, or late information, I think for Libya, they took it too far. Now, yes, maybe due to the clearance or everything that happened at the airport, let's assume that they had some kind of late times right there. But the way they took it was not good enough. And I keep saying it, Libya is nobody in football. When you talk about football, Nigeria and Libya, we cannot apply gamesmanship when it comes to Libya. Now, Debbie, let me just quickly tell you this. There's a level you get to. There's a level of that you get to when you are doing certain things. Even when you are right, people will not take you seriously. This Libya, in fact, not Africans, they are good with gamesmanship. In fact, it's like their hobby, it's like a blood in them. They know how to, bring ploy and bring tactics that would disorganize the opening. They did it to Enyimba, changed venue in the CAF Champions League, and anybody even know that they changed venue. They did to Rivers United, made them to train in the night, hauling stones in their hostel. They also did it to other clubs in Nigeria. So I know these North Africans, they can be so funny and crazy when it comes to gamesmanship, but I think they took it too far, and CAF should do something about this. If not, African football will not grow. When you are looking for people that will change allegiance and come and play for your country, they will ask you, is this what you want us to go through? Sleeping on the airport chair. It's not making sense at all.
Well, even though I want to claim or be patriotic and support my NFF and my Nigerian, side of the situation, but let's be honest, even as a Nigerian, we've all had issues, or we've all been faced with different experiences living in Nigeria where things are supposed to go a certain way and they don't go that way. We've seen some of the trips or the poor organizational skills that some of our authorities in sports or even another entirely different industry. We've seen how poor organizational skills can scatter plans and scatter things. So I would not say that this is far-fetched. I mean, didn't we see our very own national team bathing inside the drums? They were doing ice bath So they
bucket.
it's not even drum.
Bucket.
Inside bucket they put ice. You know when you're done playing and you want to ice your body because of the aches and pains.
Exactly.
You put ice and you dip yourself.
That's local made.
We put our national team players inside bucket of ice. That is from our own self food. Look at how we are treating our own players. So I won't put it past NFF for giving this kind of treatment to a visiting team. Maybe it was not intentional, but I feel that there should have been a strong apology given to the Libya national team. Oh, we're sorry for your experience. This will make it up or something. But it looks like there was nothing to address that, and those guys took that pain back to Libya to say, "Oh, we'll show you Libya power." Maybe these people say you are power in football. We'll show you that we are power in gamesmanship.
Wickedness.
So I just hope that they sort these things out so that it doesn't compromise. So it doesn't compromise our AFCON plans.
It's not Libya will not qualify for the Nations Cup. We know that if they like, they should give them the 3 points. Then you cannot take them anywhere. There's a reason why they have not been in Nation Cup for 12 years. So, we just need one win, just one win.
Don't worry. Do the same treatment to all the other teams.
We need to South Africa, but South Africa, they are big boys. They just allow this slide. So, but I think we need to do better. Actually, we need to do better.
We all need to do better.
Yeah.